Hey, welcome back to New Day. I am outdoors on a beautiful sunny day, shooting this intro on the same day I'm going to be shooting the conclusion. It's Saturday. Note the braids, going to play with the grandkids, feeling like $1.5 million today, which I had an exceptional week. I mean, this was good all the way around, eating, fasting, exercising, and I made some huge business and personal strides this week. But I also had some stuff to share. So if you haven't been here before, please feel welcome. Walk around, check out the videos, whatever you'd like to do. We're all about making our best selves and our best lives here at New Day, and I do that through entrepreneurial education. Also, we are chronicling some healing that I'm doing from bulimia. It's all pretty interesting, and there's something you could learn from it, I'm sure. I hope you do, and if you're returning, welcome back. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe, hit the little bell so you're notified when I upload something you might be interested in, and I'll be right back. Monday afternoon, I'm headed home from work. Don't normally do this and drive, but I tried twice to record this morning. I didn't like it, so starting out the week, a couple of little news flashes. Sunday being my off day from the intermittent fasting, right? Saturday was an off day. Sunday is the free day, according to my coach, the free day, cheat day, whatever. I don't like to call it cheat day because that sort of makes me feel like, I should have a key to a hotel room in my purse or something. I didn't really cheat. I didn't cheat at all. I mean, I stayed inside my parameters all day, which was awesome, and it wasn't hard. I had work to do in my business. I had stuff to do around the house. I cooked a little. So it was great. I mean, it wasn't even a choice to make, really. I wasn't like, oh, yay, today I can have whatever I want. Give me cookies. It wasn't even like that because, first of all, I really don't keep that much in the house. It's not good for me. But I do have a husband who's like the Tasmanian devil, so I have to feed him. And I did. And, stayed on course, and I felt good. Just like I say, it wasn't even something I really had to think about, which also makes me happy. The other piece of news is that I kind of broke my word, although I didn't really give my word, I just sort of made a statement. But Tuesday last was a tough day. I got on the scale, and I had just come off doing the big video about recovering from bulimia, which took a lot out of me emotionally. It really did. I hope you watched it. So I had said Tuesday last that I was not gonna, that bulimics really shouldn't weigh every day, and they shouldn't. Nobody really should. It'd make you crazy. Once a week max, and so I was planning to wait until Tuesday because that's day 2 of, the first of the week schedule. But I was feeling good, and I don't know, something prompted me, and Sunday morning I weighed. Now, the lament last Tuesday was I was seeing changes and feeling changes, but no weight loss. And that was a toughie, especially coming off of, like I say, making a bulimia video. It's going to turn on 2 wheels. Not really. So I weighed, and between Tuesday and Sunday morning, 4.5 pounds down. I was shocked, and I actually got tears and went right outside on the porch because, I was happy, and I honest to God, I'm going to come clean. I smoked a cigarette. I was so happy, and I thank God, and so that was a boost that I needed, the tweaks to what I'm eating. I think it's what I'm eating and not when. Now, as far as the intermittent fasting, as some people might say, especially people who are like super physically fit, I'm not sure why you'd be watching me, but please do, a 16-8, well, most people only have an 8-hour window they eat during the day. Yeah. But I get up at 4 a.m. So the first 8 hours of my awake time is fast time. And then during my 12 to, and I picked 12 noon to 8, as I said before, this way I actually get to have a little snacky something with my husband in the evening. He doesn't feel, kind of like the lone stranger. But also it seems to work for me. So I'm eating, when I say snacks, I'm not kidding. These are small things. Something at around noon. If I'm at work, if I'm at home, it could be 1 or 2 before I decide I want something. But since work has a schedule and other people have to take lunch, I do what I do. And once in a while, I might have just a tiny bit of fruit or nuts or something in the middle of the afternoon if I feel like I need it. And then I'll have a little light something around 7:30, so that, because your fast begins when you've stopped eating. And so I try to get it as close to 8 as I can, even though eating that time of night is not great for me. It depends what you're eating. If I was sitting there eating Oreos, it would suck out loud. But, we're not doing that. I can't keep enough fruit in the house. We're going through fruit like I don't know what. And the raw veggies and salad stuff. So, wow. Okay. There's traffic in the country. That's interesting. So it's working out well because I don't sleep 8 hours either. I try to get, I had a bedtime of I had to be in bed by 10. And it's gotten to the point now where if I sit down before 9, I'll go to sleep. And sometimes if I sit down at 9 and say I'm done for the day, I'm asleep by 9:30. And then I'm up by 10:45 and I'm up until about 1. And then I get up at 4. So it's weird. I can't blame it all on menopause. I think part of it is my hip, which is really, really getting better. But I can't be in a laying down or sitting position for too long without it hurting or getting stiff. So there's probably more information than you wanted, but the changes last week, I feel better. And then on top of that, there's win number 3. Last week I reported that I had added, and I'm up to now 30 squats every morning. I just kind of felt froggy, and so instead of waiting till Sunday, Saturday night, I just added 10 push-ups, the counter push-ups that I'm doing. And I'll tell you, that angle is pretty interesting. You've got the body weight there that's your tensioner, and I started letting my feet rock up on the balls of my feet so that the angle kind of, you're rocking forward with that weight and catching it with the arms, and it's even more of a push, against your arms. So that's really awesome. So far, I can't believe, how easy it was for me and still is. So I'm just kind of yay. So this feels really, really good. On top of that, I'm deepening my meditations. I'm trying to focus as much on meditations for me to rejuvenate as I am for other people. I spend at least 15 minutes in meditation for others every morning, every single morning. Morning routine, I preach it. Y'all are going to get tired of hearing me saying morning routine. Get up and get a morning routine done. Get moving. Drink water first. Have coffee if you want it. I do. Hold on for me. Morning routine is critical, man, and I think it sets you up for the day, and I just can't preach it enough. And the meditations are helping. I'll meditate in the evening time if I need to. I can. It's almost like I can do it just like that anymore, because anything with repetition. So, anywho, this was a longer segment than I meant to do for the vlog, but I had some things to tell you, and I wanted to say, if you're following this because you're recovering from bulimia or you're wanting to be recovering from bulimia, it's possible. It's taken me a while, and it's been trial and error, and it's been some days just really, God, awful. But those are behind me. Those are months and a year behind me now, and the more positive steps I take, the better it gets. So, I'm about home. I know the light's been weird, and probably, bad camera angle in the car. I probably have 6 chins. I don't care. Let me get into the driveway and we'll button this up. If you're following this, I appreciate you. It's a journey for me, but also very much so, I hope, a journey for you, should you need it. Yaya's home. It is time to shed the work clothes. Sorry. And go get busy for the evening. I hope you have a great night. We'll check in tomorrow. Be good. Okay, gonna document Tuesday morning. This is really interesting. Of course, it's pouring cats and dogs here this morning, but much cooler. I have to clock in just a second, but I just hit the protein shake, ready to go to work, and just kind of excited this morning. Tiny little preview I'll let go of. I was on a call this morning, very early, with a member of the Marissa Peer team, looking into rapid transformational therapy training, so I can, be licensed to help you, to help me, to help others. It's such a fascinating thing, and to be interviewed and accepted just made me happy. Also, last night I heard from a friend of mine at the event in Denver called Insight, and so that was cool, knowing that they're doing well. It's amazing when you start to meditate and put out there the good vibe. I don't really ask, hey, universe, give me this, but I do ask, there's good things coming around me, show me what's for me, and I'll go. I am a Christian, so I've also, talked to God, and I said, you show me what you want me to do, and I'll go. So it feels good this morning. I've got a really busy day at work, but to start off this way, really super awesome. I feel like $110,000 million, except for my knees, because when it rains, my knees go, hey lady, you're 54. But that's not a big deal. I took an aspirin, I'll be fine. So this is pretty awesome. The state of mind that you keep or have has everything to do with how your body feels, how you react to things, how you accept things, and how proactive you are in your life. And change is a good thing, especially if you are seeking the better things, right? Make your life where you want it to be. Okay, on that thought, I'm gonna go to work. I'll check in. Hey, well, Wednesday morning. Good morning. You see the sun is up, and I am not at work. I took the day off because today is my mom's birthday. My mom turns 86 today, and my younger sister, older brother, see my little kitten, we all three took the day off to be with her and taking her to lunch and, just making it her day. I'm very excited. Anytime I get a day off and can go be with my mom. It's going to be a little challenging for my schedule with fasting and all because, well, today is technically an off day, but I call them healthy eating days. So it's, 7:35 in the morning. I haven't had a protein shake yet. I'm really not hungry. Really not feeling like I needed it, but I'll probably do it just to kick the metabolism, get it started. But we're taking her to lunch at kind of an iconic place today. She lives in Western North Carolina, which is only about 45 minutes from me. And so Western North Carolina barbecue is rather well known on the East Coast, and it's a little different. But my family has been to this place, since I was a kid and before. So over 40 years, we've been patronizing this place, and it's called Alston's, and that's where she wants to go. Well, the normal thing would be, everybody dives in, and their hush puppies are the bomb. I find myself not really wanting those, but I had worried about it. Turns out I can have, and I say this, I'm going to say this sentence and then I'm going to correct myself. I can have pulled pork. And then I'm having this conversation with my husband last night. And I can have this or I can't have that. Now, today, this is what this little spot's going to be about: language. I'm talking about how we talk to ourselves and the things we tell our brains. And it occurred to me, I've probably been saying that phrase since I was a little kid, you know, about things that I should have or shouldn't have. And so one of the things I need to address in my meditations and talking to my subconscious is using that phrase. I mean, let's face it, we can have whatever we want to eat during the day. I'm on a program that I choose to be on because it makes me feel good. So it's not that I can't have something, it's that I just don't want to have something. I want to keep feeling good. And the thought of eating anything deep fried, you know, that feeling you get. You just sort of feel, ooh. It's the reason I quit drinking soda years ago. The only thing you'll see me have occasionally is a little bit of ginger ale, but, you know, you get over the little headache and the whatever to get off of it, but I haven't missed drinking soda, and I couldn't drink it now if my life depended on it, you know. And it's getting that way with fried foods as well, anything especially deep fried. And you know, it's a comfort food, it's crunchy, it's warm, and hush puppies are good. But I'm just kind of finding that it's not what I need, and it's just going to make me feel kind of sits in your stomach, and it doesn't produce energy, it doesn't produce a good feeling. So I'm taking some fruit with me. We are going to have a little tiny cake for her, and I made my mom a banana pudding, which is like her favorite thing. And yeah, she's diabetic, so I made a sugar-free banana pudding, and she eats it in little small, you know, doses, because she watches what she eats as well. So it's, yeah, at first I thought this is going to be, you know, kind of challenging for me today, to be off my schedule, but I won't be off my schedule. It'll just be like Sunday. I'll just make the choices that are right for me. The slaw in Western North Carolina barbecue has no mayonnaise in it. So it's kind of a red slaw, and the barbecue sauce might have some little sugar or something. I don't think it's going to hurt me, but it's not really saucy barbecue. It's you know, the pulled pork and whatever, and the seasonings. You know, seasonings are great if you're, you know, whether you're trying to watch your weight or not. I recommend diving into seasonings and learning about them. I love to cook. And diet food. Have you bought that stuff? Lean cuisine and whatever. Ugh, I forced myself to eat that for some years, right? These people have not figured out that salt is not the way to make things taste better. There's a gazillion. I've got a cabinet full of seasonings. Learn them. The kitty cats are playing. Learn what the seasonings are. Try some different things. Get familiar with what works, because you can season stuff and it just tastes fantastic. I don't use salt. I haven't for a long time, unless I'm making a dish for somebody else that, you know, wanted me to make it for them. Mostly I tell people, if you want salt on your food when you're with me, you're just gonna have to salt it yourself, because I don't really use salt. So today will be a little different, but it'll not be as challenging as I thought it was, which is, you know, muy excelente, which I can't speak Spanish, so anyway, still just kind of reeling from yesterday's good news and good things that happened, and practicing my outward gratefulness. And I say practicing because, and I put this in my group, they're linked to my group under the page if you want to join. Practicing outward gratefulness means you're being more consistent with it. Most of us express gratefulness, hey sweetheart, you know, something great that happened or what have you. But what I'm addressing with me, and gonna go ahead and say to you is, pardon me, that practicing it makes you better at it, more consistent. And as humans, one of our biggest, you know, things that we suck at is consistency, especially with good things. I was actually having this conversation, I'm going to get off on a tangent, sorry, at work, where we're, you know, businesses live and die around Google reviews a lot of times. And people will make the time to sit in their car and really go on Google and rant about some, you know, being treated badly or, you know, what have you. A lot of people put on Facebook. I know I've done that a couple times. But to make the time to praise someone for excellent customer service, or for helping you figure something out that you couldn't figure out, or, you know, anything like that that was good. If you know, somebody made your day in some way in a business, how does it hurt you to sit in your car and Google the business and give them a review? I mean, it's practicing gratefulness. It's being consistent with the positive things, where, you know, we're kind of conditioned by, you know, society and the tone of everything to just like focus on negative and get all riled up about stuff. And it's like, practice the gratefulness. You know, I love practicing gratefulness. I just, until the last maybe year or so, wasn't aware that I wasn't doing it consistently. And I find that the more I do it, the better I feel. And it makes a difference in other people's day. You know, I'll be able to say cool things to my mom today. You practice gratefulness with someone unexpectedly, say in the grocery store, or, you know, you're in a Staples buying office stuff or whatever. You don't know what that person's day is like. You don't know what they're going home to. But something that you say positively that makes them feel, you know, hey, I'm appreciated, and I made this a difference in this woman's day. It might make that person go home and deal with whatever their situation is completely differently, because, you know, maybe they didn't get positive reinforcement at work, but they got it from you. It's just something to think about. So while I'm trying not to focus too hard on food, I'm trying to focus on the stuff that matters. And today is going to matter. Today's going to matter big time. So anyway, that's it for today. Well, it's it for now. I'll probably check back in later. Who knows? It's, you know, it's a vlog. But I'll see you in a minute. I told you I'd be back. I decided to come in after cutting that last clip and go ahead and take my protein shake. I want to show you what it is. Somebody had asked me. So hold on, I'm gonna show you what it is. You see? Completely vegan protein. Women's Best is the brand. And 100% plant-based. So it's good. I think this is cookies and cream. Yeah, it says naturally flavored. My coach sent it to me, so I have no idea where he got it. I have to find that out. I'll let you know. There's a shadow. I really like this. It mixes up very well, and tastes good. So going ahead with the schedule stays the same even if I'm not at work. I've been up since 4. I did my exercises first thing, just like always. I've been doing some research, which is kind of working on my business. I always think of research as like me goofing off. I'm working on my business this morning because I didn't, you know, create a document or a funnel or, you know, no, this research is work I got to do. So yeah, I'm doing that this morning. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you about the protein shake because, you know, like I just said in the previous clip, it'll stay the same, just a little bit of a time difference because I didn't have anywhere to be at a certain time this morning early. So loving that. So I've gotten work done. I just didn't have to commute to go do it, which I also love. All right. So that's it for now. See you in a little bit. Well, it's Friday morning. Yay. Good Friday morning. Of course, you guys will be seeing this weekend when I clip it all together. Driving to work this morning, I was thinking about several things. I've had a blessed week, an exciting week, fun week. Some good things have happened. With regard to, you know, the fasting and the schedule, everything is going great. I feel very, very good. I do want to interject this. If you are starting a regimen or already on one and maybe thinking about tweaking, 2 things to remember. Tweaking is going to be essential to get it exactly what works for you. Taking a step back to restart, not a bad thing if it's necessary. If you've started something that's not really working and you sort of get in that place mentally where everything seems kind of messy and it's not really, and you don't know what to do, take a step back. That's okay. No, you know, it's not a failure. It's not anything that you need to feel bad about. I look at it this way. And this analogy, I was going to use a sports analogy because I like baseball, but the analogy that came to me, I think everybody can remember. Junior high and high school, you had those lockers. Ever in a great big hurry because you're either late for class or, you know, you got to get down the hall to see that cute guy before he gets into his class. Whatever you're in a hurry about, you go flying to your locker and you flip through the combination and it doesn't work. because you hit something wrong, because your mind is somewhere else and you're in a hurry. Everything, when you're in a hurry, if it can hold you up, it's gonna. So you do the combination, then you have to stop and go, ugh, and that's funny because, sorry, I can't believe I just did that. That's from a cartoon, Wile E. Coyote. I love that. Anyway, so your combination doesn't work, and so you have to stop and, you know, kind of swizz it back and forth to clear it and do it again. Same difference. With anything to do with your physical, I mean, even, you know, the people that work out hard in the gym, bodybuilders and really healthy people, they'll tell you, you have to change up. Your body will get used to something, and then you'll plateau, or you'll stop seeing as much result. Change it up, change it back, change it up, change it back. It's a good thing. Keeps your body on its toes, keeps your metabolism up, your energy. Add something if you feel you need to. Subtract something for a little while that maybe isn't working right now, but add it in later. There's nothing set in stone about what we're doing here. I still, you know, I mean, I have times of the day that I eat certain things that I know I should be eating that are producing results, but I also throw in the change up. For instance, today, I have like a little bit of, you know, like raw vegetables and fruit here at work and whatever, but it could be that just to join in with one of my coworkers, I may just, you know, get a salad. I have dressing that's not, you know, you have to be careful about salad dressing from, like if you get like a salad from Wendy's or something. Salad dressing, by the time you put that stuff on there, you might as well have eaten the cheeseburger and fries for the fat and, you know, all the sugar and everything else. So I keep a vinaigrette that's very, you know, low sugar, low fat, low carb, and I like that. But the fresh vegetables sound good to me today, so I may just do that. So that's what I mean about a change up. It's not going to hurt me, it's going to help me, and it's not the same thing I've been doing. So make sure as you're going, you know, taking your new, if it's new, your new, you know, regimen, to, you know, get your 21 days, get your habit going, and then start looking at, you know, what can I add in, what can I change up? One of the reasons that restrictive plans don't work is because they're restrictive. Eventually your body, you know, and you just kind of go, oh, geez, I can't do this anymore. But if you keep it fresh and tasty and interesting, then it lasts. It's a habit. It's a way of thinking about your day and your life and your food that's good for you, and it keeps it interesting. You can relate that over to personal relationships as well. Throw in something good, throw in something new, throw in some gratitude, throw in, you know, something good and positive that changes things up and keeps things fresh, right? And it's going to be, you know, to some degree the same with your business. You're going to have to at some point step back for a minute and go, that's not working exactly how I want. Let me just tweak that. And so these are all good things. So don't think because you've started something, you just have to keep doing the same thing all the time. I know schedules can be important, especially to people like me. But if you can embrace the freedom of variety and change up, it's going to make everything better. Okay, that's it for Friday morning. I guess we'll see you in a minute. Bye. Well, there you go. We had a good week. I had a good week. Thank you for coming along. It was a fun week. It was eye-opening and kind of phenomenal in some ways. I made some huge strides in my personal and my business. I'm very, very pleased. But, you know, feeling good just feels good. And don't we all want that? Not just to feel good in our bodies, to feel good in our minds, to feel good in our center, to feel good in our superconscious, right? We all have our conscious and our subconscious, and then we have our superconscious. And that's what I consider your spiritual end, your spiritual, you know, universal consciousness. You feel good in all of those. You got the world by the tail, and there's nothing you can't do. So always remember that. No matter what we're talking about, I do have a follow-up video coming up, and I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. But no matter what we're talking about, what we're trying to heal, what we're trying to fix, just remember this: there's nothing that you can't do. Now, as I said, follow-up video hopefully coming tomorrow. follow up to the Healing You, Healing from Bulimia series. We're going to be delving into several different aspects of that. The first one tomorrow, hopefully, if I get it finished, we'll be dealing with how other people around you feel about having, about your being sick. I kind of fumbled that, but I had a long conversation with my husband, and I want to share some things, because if you know someone, maybe you're watching this because maybe you're not bulimic, but maybe someone in your life is, God forbid, but if they are, hopefully I can bring something to that table as well. Always, I want to bring something that makes you better, that makes you happy, that you can employ in your life, and I hope that you're taking strides to make your life everything that you want to be. So until the next vlog, I love you. I want you to take good care. And before you leave, make sure you've hit subscribe and the little bell. And I'll see you soon.